going, guys? Untold's back, episode number 4. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you go watch the Ricochet episode unboxing, episode number 3. And if you are actually very new to the channel, make sure you watch number 1, 2, and 3.
Watch them all, people, because this is
Wrestling Untold. Subscribe, like, and share.
Yep, hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share.
I'm Carter.
And I am Keaton, but you know what they used to call me around the way, you know, ain't no thing but to put you in a chicken wing.
Okay.
So
Wow.
if you guys joined us on episode 2, I believe it was, we started our greatest wrestler bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Those were all old school. The winner of that bracket was
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. He beat out The Rock, Stone Cold. He beat out a lot of people. Bret Hart. Big upset.
And Chris Jericho.
Yeah. But this time we are actually on the other side of the bracket. Now we're looking at more current wrestlers. So let's get right to it. We got a lot to cover. So our first matchup is the Brock Lesnar. And he's going up against Bobby Lashley, the current WWE champion right now, Bobby Lashley.
So,
what are your thoughts?
I think Brock Lesnar, he's very, very dominant. So is Bobby Lashley, but I think Brock Lesnar is better because Bobby Lashley just won his title, his world title. Brock Lesnar's been out there for a long time, and he can take a long time off and still be rich.
Yeah, he's dominant. He was dominant prior to he was dominant for a long time.
Yeah.
Dominant in I don't know about MMA. He was pretty good, but he's definitely dominant in WWE.
I gotta say it's Brock Lesnar for this one.
So Brock goes on. That was our first Lesnar. Okay. Our next matchup is this is a really fun matchup, I think. This is the Randy Orton. He's a second generation wrestler, I believe. Bob Orton was his dad, and Kofi Kingston of the New Day, right. So, what were your thoughts here?
I like Randy Orton. He's a really good heel, and RK Bro is so good. And then Kofi Kingston, he's very old, I feel like, now.
Well, I'll give you my thoughts on it. Randy Orton is undoubtedly, maybe in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers still wrestling today. You could say that he's underutilized, but he's got a pretty good thing going right now. And Kofi Kingston, on the other hand, like Kofi Mania was crazy, but I don't think that puts him up with Randy Orton just yet. Not a one. He's if this was tag team, maybe, but not individually.
RK Bro is literally like rock and sock. It's great.
So we're gonna go with Randy Orton. Randy Orton goes on. That's a no-brainer. Okay, the next matchup. So this one is student-teacher, right? So this one is Daniel Bryan, who was one of your favorite wrestlers, right?
At the time.
And then The Miz, who is undoubtedly one of the greatest guys on the mic, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's one of the people who had the most titles. He's a 3-time Grand Slam, I think.
Yeah.
Or a 2-time, one of those.
So, in my opinion, The Miz, while he's great on the mic, and he's had a lot of titles, he's had a lot of great runs, I feel like Daniel Bryan is just the better wrestler in general. He's had some great runs too, but I genuinely believe that, I don't know what you think about this matchup. It could go either way for me.
I don't like The Miz because he's such a great heel, like King Corbin, so I gotta go with The Miz.
You going with The Miz? Oh, so this is, I think that would be an upset. I mean, that could have went any way, though. Could have went any way. Okay. So our next competitors, AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. Okay. He's going up against Drew McIntyre, which to me, you give me your thoughts on it first. I'll give you mine.
I don't like Drew McIntyre that much. So I gotta go with AJ Styles because I like AJ Styles and Oma. They're a very good dominant tag team, or should I just say Oma and whatever.
Omas. So in my opinion, like Drew McIntyre, he was really good in, I think, NXT. And he came into the main roster, and I think they end up letting him go because he just didn't live up to his expectation. They brought him back, and sometimes, you got to go away and find yourself and come back. And he came back, got this big, he should have got a big pop at WrestleMania. He beat Brock Lesnar. Held the title a few times, yeah. So, but AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, isn't it the house that AJ Styles built? Is that
no, that's SmackDown.
Is that SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built? I mean, undoubtedly with the Rock show, but if you want to talk about an incredible entertainer, plus he had a career prior to WWE where he was dominant. Like a lot of wrestlers are, but he was very dominant. I think it was TNA.
New Japan.
New Japan. I think it was in TNA also.
He fought Shinsuke.
So
Kevin Owens.
I would push AJ Styles here. What are you going for?
Yeah, I don't like Drew McIntyre that much. And we were gonna get Kofi, the next pay-per-view, Kofi something. But on Monday Night Raw, I watched it. Drew McIntyre, Kofi, Drew McIntyre won. He goes against Bobby again, million times. So AJ Styles. Can't waste time. AJ Styles.
AJ.
Easy.
Styles. Okay, let's move on. So, next matchup, this guy is undoubtedly the head of the table, your tribal chief. You should make sure that you say thank you to him because he keeps food on everybody's table, according to him. Roman Reigns, The Rock's cousin, but he's his cousin with a lot of people. So, and then the other person here, Finn Balor, he's got Finn Balor, and then he's got the Demon.
He's never bringing that.
Arguably one of the littlest, best wrestlers that we probably will see, with the exception of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
but he is great. What are your thoughts here?
I don't have any. The winner's Roman Reigns.
So there's like no way around it, just Roman.
Yeah, it's Roman Reigns. It's the tribal chief.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. Yeah, okay. Heel Roman is great. The good guy Roman is just like, man, he's boring. So let's move on. So this one's going to be a tough one. This is going to be a really tough matchup.
I don't even know what it is.
This is going to be Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, okay.
Versus KO, Kevin Owens. Now I'll tell you, I like KO a lot. I didn't like that he did the Stone Cold Stunner because I didn't feel like he had enough edge to do the Stone Cold Stunner. But I don't mind it now. And Stone Cold, like she said, he didn't mind it either. So there's a nice little, to pay homage to Stone Cold. But Seth Rollins, he had a good tear, and he's been consistently good for quite some time. He's had like all of the titles. Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't really like his persona right now. I don't feel like they're using him at all. But he deserves to be on this list.
Okay, so it's basically the person who wears clown suits every Friday, or the stunner guy.
Yeah.
As you say.
Yeah.
The stunner guy, the 2.0 stunner guy, or the clown suit guy.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Seth Rollins.
You going with Seth?
Mm-hmm.
All right, burn it down, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Not gonna waste time explaining when I know what I want.
Seth Rollins. Okay, so this next matchup, this guy is, I think he was a big part of wrestling. I think in the time that we may have not been watching. I think when the time that we had, like I watched wrestling in the 90s and then I stopped watching in 2000 and the 2010s is when you kind of got into it. But this guy, John Cena, was wrestling at that time. He was like that period's Hulk Hogan, for lack of a better term. And he's going up against Bray Wyatt. And Bray Wyatt has he's got a lot of personas. He's got Bray Wyatt, he's got The Fiend. I mean, he's
literally like Cactus Jack with Foley.
He is. He's I can remember we went to the arena to see him perform, and he was so entertaining, to say the least. And he's a pretty good wrestler. I mean, he's not a great wrestler, but again, he's a big guy, so he's a pretty good wrestler for a big guy. So, what are your thoughts here?
I like John Cena. I used to, at least I can say. He was actually, a fun fact, he was actually one of the top 3 guys that I actually picked up fast from the video game. If you watch episode number 1, it was Undertaker, it was John Cena, it was The Rock. And then Bray Wyatt, he's like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gone right now for just a little time. I gotta say, John Cena.
You going with Cena? All right, you can't see me?
Childhood. All right. It's like a childhood hero. Not for you though. Goldust was.
No, he did. Goldust was not my childhood hero. I thought Goldust is a formidable wrestler.
You had Goldust.
And Goldust, and you guys can think what you want. Goldust was one of the toughest wrestlers back in the Attitude Era. When he fought Razor Ramon, Ahmed Johnson, and Roddy Piper. I mean, that fight between him and Roddy Piper was amazing. He fought so many people.
Next one.
Don't rush me about my Goldust talk.
Your
So
hero.
these next two, both of these guys, one of the guys on main roster, the other one's NXT, but they're really NXT guys, and a lot of these guys are, but these guys are true NXT guys. So Adam Cole, baby, undoubtedly one of the greatest NXT champions that we'll probably ever see. One of the greatest small wrestlers we'll ever see. Mm-hmm. He's going up against my guy. Bask in his glory, Keith Lee, and I know he's on. Keith Lee is on a little hiatus right now, but he will be back. He'll be back. He'll be in that title picture. He's a great.
He'll probably be back when the company gets sold or something, like a long time.
We don't do rumors on this podcast, so
it's gonna be a long time.
That's not. So, what's your thoughts here, Adam Cole, Keith Lee?
Keith Lee had the best time in NXT, and they brought him to the main roster, and they didn't do anything with him. And then he got injured, I think, didn't he? Was that his problem?
I think he is injured right now.
Yeah.
He's dealing with some injuries right now.
Adam Cole, baby. How can you say no to Adam Cole? He's literally like Shawn Michaels, but 2.0. Look at that. I gotta go with. Don't be rude, but I gotta go with Keith Lee.
Keith Lee? I'm okay with that. That moment where Survivor Series, where he was face to face with Roman Reigns, was like he had arrived. Like everyone knew who Keith Lee was after that point, so that was pretty cool. All right, so we're moving on to the next round. Okay. So we're back up top. We have Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton. So for me, I could go either way here. So like they're both really good. Brock Lesnar being a little more dominant than Randy Orton, but Randy Orton is kind of like he's I don't know. He's been great for so long.
Yeah, I have to go with Randy Orton. It's like both ways.
You going Randy Orton here?
Yeah. It's like you can't resist both ways.
Allergies. Randy Orton. Okay, let's move along. So the next one we have here is The Miz versus AJ Styles. Phenomenal one.
Okay. The Miz, AJ Styles. Easy peasy. AJ Styles.
Yeah, I think AJ Styles too.
AJ.
Wow. Okay, so let's move on to the next. So these guys were in the same group. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I remember when we went to the arena the first time, and when you saw that Roman Reigns was wrestling for a good little while, and when he saw those two come out together, the look on his face was priceless. Like I was like, God, I want to feel that way about anything.
Braun Strowman came out at the same time too.
Did he?
Because Dean Ambrose was injured at that time.
Oh,
so
gotcha. So these guys are the Shield. So it's Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. To me, this is a no-brainer.
This is easy.
Because
it's Seth Rollins.
It's Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
The head of the table?
Seth Rollins.
Your tribal chief?
Roman Reigns, he isn't like the greatest.
Acknowledge him?
He isn't the greatest of all time.
Okay, all right. Seth Rollins. Tribal Chief's not going to like this. I don't know how Paul's going to explain this to him.
Wow. Call me.
So the next matchup we have here is John Cena and Keith Lee.
Simple.
Is it? Is it simple?
It's like the Powerhouse versus the Brawler.
Is it simple?
This is hard though. John Cena, one of the people I knew at the start, versus Keith Lee. Woo!
Yeah.
It's hard.
I mean, for me, it's got to be Cena, given the amount of championships he's won, what he's done for wrestling when I wasn't watching it. Keith Lee is just way too new to give him that. He's great, but he was great in a lot of other places. We're going John Cena.
We do all respect to NXT.
Cena.
Just respect NXT.
So we're down to our final four.
Yeah.
Final four people. Hang in there with us. We're getting through this. We're going to have a formidable partner for Shawn Michaels in just a moment.
Fatal four.
So we have now Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Who do we have here? We're going AJ Styles on this one? AJ Styles? Okay, all right. I'm okay with that. He was like the champion for what, like 500-600 straight days.
5, 6.
It was like 2 years he was champion for.
Yeah, he
It
was
was a
champion
long
for
time.
478 days.
Oh, okay. See, I was way
I
off.
think
I
it wasn't that
exaggerated.
one. That's Pete Dunne. That's
I
663.
exaggerated way over. Like
663.
it was like 700-800 days, right? Like 1,000 days. Yeah. All right. So next one is going to be Seth Rollins, Mr. Burn It Down, Mr. Monday Night Rollins,
This is
and John Cena. Which one are you going with here?
John Cena. He
We're
won
going John
so many
Cena?
championships, but Seth Rollins, I gotta go.
We're going Seth Rollins. He's going to upset John Cena. All right.
John
Seth
Cena, he
Rollins.
won so many championships, but he won the same championship over and over.
Yeah, but Seth Rollins ain't never been in any Fast and Furious movies.
John
Okay.
Cena just got in a
All right.
Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, but he's the villain in this one. He's got like a main role.
He's a villain in every movie. Wait till Stone Cold gets in Fast and
So
Furious.
we're down to 2 right now. So we are at AJ Styles going up against Seth Rollins. So where do you go from here?
Ugh. Phenomenal one. The world champion. Seth Rollins. Ugh. I gotta go with Burn It Down. I thought you got to spit your
What?
I thought you got to spit your drink.
What?
I thought you were gonna spit your drink.
Over AJ Styles?
Yes.
Okay. So there you have it, people. Seth Rollins.
My favorite superstar, Seth Rollins.
So right now we have Seth Rollins versus Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. And I have to be honest with you, I did not think this is the way this would end up. Did you, when we first looked at this, was this your thoughts that Seth Rollins and Shawn
No.
Michaels would be?
My thoughts were Roman Reigns and The Rock were going to be the top.
So what happened?
People change.
People change. Yeah, I wish people changed less. Disappointing enough.
Okay.
Let's make a decision. So, old school Shawn Michaels, who again he did not age well. He's not a wrestler anymore. He's a trainer. He just got his eye fixed though, so that thing isn't wandering anymore.
It's high.
Yeah, one of his eyes was like wandering this way while the other one was going that way.
Ew.
AJ Styles. So let's talk about Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, he had,
Legendary.
he pioneered the finisher that now everyone uses, basically. It's sweet chin music.
He created a
aka
legacy.
power kick. But the problem is he's trained all these young guys, and I think that's why they all do the power kick. They're not creative enough to create their own finisher. Probably it for me. Seth Rollins, on the other hand, he's got like the curb stomp where he literally smashes your face against the mat. And I've seen him do it on concrete. Why is he not killing people? Like that should be an arrestable
Concrete?
offense. Yeah, he did that to like the Fiend's face on
What did he
concrete,
rip?
didn't
Did he rip the mat up?
he? I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I don't know, one way or the
there.
other. Yeah, it's concrete underneath. Either way,
Oh,
these
that's so
guys.
hard.
I guess I would, as much as I don't like Shawn Michaels for personal reasons, he beat my guy Bret Hart, but we won't go into that story. I gotta go Shawn Michaels here because I just feel like what he brings is just,
Come on.
what are you going with?
Oh, I need to flip a coin or something. I need to do a random number.
This is all on you.
We gotta pick a random number. We gotta do
Who
something
gets
random.
who gets the
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
who gets the win here?
Okay. Okay.
Just gotta name a name.
No, I can't. Okay, fine. I'll name a name.
Tell me in my ear.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna let you tell me in my
Shawn
ear.
Michaels.
So there you have it, folks.
Comment down below. Who would you
The
choose?
greatest wrestler.
Seth Rollins or Shawn Michaels as the
According
greatest
to
wrestler?
Carter,
Who would you
11-year-old
choose?
Shawn Michaels. He chose the Heartbreak Kid over The Rock. He chose him over, even like Hulk Hogan. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Undertaker. He chose him over Seth Rollins, and everyone else that Seth Rollins was able to get past. So there you go, people. This is the first letdown in our brackets, and I'm certain I'll be let down week after week.
Yep.
But tune in to us on the next episode. We
Next
are going
week.
to do the greatest woman wrestler. We got a bunch, and if you guys also have some ideas of brackets you like for us to
Comment
get
down
into,
below.
just throw it in the comments.
And comment down below,
Like,
Shawn Michaels or Seth
share.
Rollins?
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Or just comment your favorite wrestler. It's up to you. But we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. This is the only place you're gonna get HBK as the greatest wrestler on a. I don't even think HBK's bracket has HBK on it. So we shall see. All right.
Yep.
Good talking to you all.
Thank you.
All right.